Hello and welcome everyone to our first episode of our brand new show, The Save Point Society. I am your host Dan, aka Golden Spider, and along with me here are the members of our Save Point Society. To my left is I don't remember who is to my left. I believe
Is it
it's
me? I'm to
Anthrometer.
the left. I'm Anthrometal. Hi. Nick, aka Anthrometal. You can call me Anthro, call me Metal, call me Nick. It doesn't matter.
Alrighty,
And I like video games.
oh yeah, so do we all. And then right below me here is our friend Opulent Pasta. Hello.
Hi, you can also call me Taylor. Thank you so much for having me.
And then surrounded by the angelic light from beyond is Pandafin.
Hello, it is I. I like games, and I also have worked on games. Nerds.
And thank
But yes,
you.
I'm Pandafin.
Oh, also, I do like games. I didn't say that, but I do.
Good, because that is one of the requirements
Just
for
clear
the Safe
that.
Point Society. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for joining us here tonight. And you might be asking, those of you in the audience, what is the Safe Point Society? Well, to put it very simply, it is essentially a video game book club. Like a book club, but for video games, each month one of our society members here will be picking a game for us to play over the month, and then we all gather here live on twitch.tv/neonpocketdimension to talk about it. At the end of the episode, the next person will pick our next game in a round-robin fashion, and then we'll play that game. We'll come back here to talk about it next month, and so on. We strongly encourage you to play the games as well alongside us, and join the conversation live on Twitch in the chat, or in the YouTube comments if watching the VOD later. For this, our inaugural episode, I have the host have selected our very first game off camera that we have played over this past month. And the game that we will be discussing today is Not for Broadcast. Not for Broadcast was released January 25th, 2022, developed by Not Build and published by Tiny Games. And the Steam page, which will be in the description below for all of those of you on YouTube, says the following. A new political party has won a landslide in the general election, and for some reason, the editor at the news station you work at has done a runner. Now it's up to you, the janitor, to take over the editing booth in this tumultuous time. Will you help the government or stand in their way? This game is really kind of a sort of Papers, Please meets FMV, and was nominated for a BAFTA and even holds a Guinness World Record for the most FMV in a video game at 42 hours and 57 minutes of FMV content. Though How Long to Beat listed at only roughly 8.5 hours for the main story. To be warned as well for viewers and listeners, we will be diving deep into the story and gameplay, so beware some spoilers, though we will try to keep it spoiler free and then specify when we are entering the spoiler zone. So, everyone, what did you think about Not for Broadcast?
Chef's kiss. I definitely loved my time with this game.
What'd you like most?
Oh, what I liked most? Honestly, just the writing. I did not realize that there might be so many different secrets to uncover and how much you might be hinted at, and just the impact emotionally was way more than I was expecting from the uncomfortableness that I experienced in the first hour of the game. So, surprise.
What were you starting to say, Environmental? Sorry to cutting you off there.
I was just gonna say it because of so much FMV-ness, like with it. It's so growing up with that type of game. It's such a fun callback now, and I mean, getting games like this and Immortality. This was what it said, 2022, 2021.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, which of did Immortality must have come out after this then, right?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure.
Because it feels like the way that you interact with both of those because it's so hard to like, hey, let's make an FMV game that isn't just a straight up like point and click adventure that actually has
Mhm.
the diverging plot lines and the crazy like replayability of going back and seeing this. I definitely did not get to see everything.
Oh, no.
That
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
there's so much left to like go back to. Not only that, but it's like I feel like any spoilers talked about have almost no context outside of how they're taken in, right?
Hmm.
Like,
Maybe. I'm so curious to hear what you guys experienced for however many years you played through. I don't know. I'm curious.
I have played through one full playthrough of a game to roll credits.
Mhm.
I unfortunately didn't get that far, but I did put a about 5 to 6 hours in. And I really wish I could have played more, but I will definitely be playing more later. Even again, spoilers for me on this. Like I was reading the wiki to get myself try to get caught up, and nothing made sense. Like nothing made sense. I was
Believe that.
um and like jumping. God, some of the time jumps that you go through in here, it is just a fantastic use of FMV, and even with like I don't know how to describe it. Like it reminds me a lot of like old Star Trek, where the sets aren't the best, right? They're kind of cheap,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
they do so well with such a small, limited set.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, I really loved it. It works very. It really works well in a sort of way. Because it is FMB, the sets are not bad. It is an indie game. It came out during the pandemic, and all of those
Oh,
things,
I'm sorry.
despite all of them maybe not quite working correctly very well individually, just really all just really makes sense in the narrative and the play of the game, which I thought was really kind of neat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really wish that I had a setup like they have here. Like I think it, and I mean any of the games like this that have the look like a where it's a bespoke like control panel. I wish that I had that like as a ancillary as far as using like the instead of using like the keyboard, even though the keyboard's fine, absolutely fine for it. I just think it'd be a really cool way to like I just imagine, like a Steel Battalion S controller. Obviously it doesn't have to be that big, but that has the four buttons, the sensor bar, like and all the stuff. I think
Yeah.
that'd be such like a fun thing to do. What I'm saying is that we'd all should just be producers naturally, just like go get the producer.
I'm here for it.
No, that's
Yeah.
me. That's me on the ones and twos.
Yep. Shout out
Oh,
to
who was
oh
that?
Jesus.
What's
Oh,
up, guys? Oh, I forgot to do the reverb. I'll do that for next time I chime in. Goodbye.
thanks, God.
Alrighty.
know,
Well,
um,
yeah. How about you, Panda Thin? What did you think of Nafu Broadcast? How long have you been playing?
So I got a few hours into it, like maybe 3 or 4. I wanted to enjoy it. I enjoy Papers, Please, and I enjoyed Her Story when I played it, and I figured, oh, this would be like a combination of the two. But it just, for whatever reason, just did not click for me as much as I
Hmm.
hoped.
I definitely
Like,
get that. For me personally, the whole kind of it is made by British developers, is made by an indie team in the UK, so it definitely has that kind of British humor
USA.
aspect to it, and that just British humor has never really hit for me. So that part of it was a little bit yeah.
yeah, I agree. Like, I was like, this is a very British thing. I'm sure if I was in the UK or something, I would enjoy this more. But I was just like, okay, how long do we have until next commercial break?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
Hey,
it was
commercials
also
are
like,
kids too.
yeah, and there was like some cheesy stuff that I thought was like, all right, this got a chuckle out of me. Like, if you guys got to the Hey Friendship little segment
Yeah.
where it was just
Yeah.
rapping, that was pretty cool.
Oh
And
my
then I
god.
got to like the sport thing that they were doing,
Yeah,
and I
it's
was
the
just
best
like,
activity.
yeah, and I was like, okay, okay. And then I was like, this feels like it's going on longer than I feel like it should have been. Maybe like take 2 minutes off.
A little bit,
What
a
I-
little bit.
I feel like if this took place during, it feels like V for Vendetta, like leading up to that, like leading up to that society. So like you're tasked with, kind of manipulating the images to do that. But um, yeah, what I think boggles my mind, and I didn't figure that out until the wiki, until reading it, is like each time that you're presented with like the one or two images of like, hey, they're talking about a story, they're gonna prep an image for for showing it, that each one of those is another like divergence.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they react, and the timing on it is so good that you don't notice the like other games that have tried that. There's like a hitch, right? There's a hitch in like whatever they're talking about or doing. But here you load that image up and they just go right into it, and it's so like nice and smooth, and it feels like a broadcast. Like it doesn't feel, like it's like if I was watching it, I would on TV, I would think that that's normal. The only parts that they're like wrong, like starting to feel wrong, is when I, as the producer, start fucking up the buttons, and like I go for like I go to shot 4, which is the wide shot, and there's nobody in the wide shot, so now I got to cut back to 2, which is supposed to be reaction shot, but oh god, no, they're not reacting anymore because they've already finished talking, and now I'm losing
Yeah.
oh no, the audience is really mad now.
It,
Noises.
it definitely is a lot to keep track of, but again, it's a lot to keep track of, but it is very well organized in a way that
Mhm.
just makes sense. Like it doesn't feel, it just gets very like to the very edge of being overwhelming, but it never really crosses that line to me.
That's what hardcore mode apparently is for.
Oh yeah, what did everybody play on? I did the
I just
not
did
full
regular.
hardcore, but the next hardest.
Oh no, you're too much of a gamer.
Oh,
I just did like campaign. I was about to do story.
okay.
Yeah, I
I-
just did the default difficulty, whatever it was.
Default.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just believe I did normal difficulty as well. But yeah, as what uh, as Anther Metal kind of brought up, I really liked how the game, it does choices, but there are like the story sections where you don't really have gameplay, you just have like text and then like a dynamic choice. But then so there's obviously choices in that, but a lot more of the choices are like, I don't really, you're just actively making those kind of choices through gameplay in a way that you often really don't know that you're making a choice, which is very realistic.
Yeah.
Like the game doesn't tell you this is a choice that is going to have repercussions. It's just, you're just playing the game, and like very yes, like I went on the wiki as well after I did my first playthrough to just kind of look up some of the other endings and some of the other pathways, and it's like you make diversions happen in the story by, like Answer Mello says, choosing one headline over another, by even choosing what ad to play in the ad sections. And of course, the most obvious ones is choosing what you bleep out and what you don't. And that's all just combining in a very unique way that I agree with Answer Metal. You don't really see done that often, and you don't see done well that often either.
Yeah. Like even in the history of choice-based video games, like picking the one thing, and it's like I think all the Telltale games, right, come to mind, and each one of those, it feels like the game is waiting for you to make that decision, and not for broadcast. That decision's being made regardless of what you say or not, and it's like if you got to select A or B, and I never tested it, but like if you don't select anything, what happens?
Uh,
And like
a couple times that happened because I was trying to, deal with the snuffle hugs, or there were power shortages that were making buttons unclickable. Like some of these mechanics that would make you actually miss things. Usually it just immediately tanked the reviews and I would wind up cutting out. It was a pretty quick time to kill, if you will, on my level.
Yeah,
So that was
even on regular, seemed like those little fuckers were like relentless.
wigs.
It
They're
was
so
like,
crazy.
oh man, this is a challenge. What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I keep saying pop weasel, pop goes the weasel, but it's whack-a-mole. It's a whack-a-mole mechanic, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
So we can try to see if we can rebrand that to fuck weasel. We can try to get that going.
I'm here for it. Oh
Yeah,
man. Yeah, go for it.
no, I was just like, that is another thing is that well, the difficulty and the various things you are doing does progress over time. It's almost like the game. So I backed this. I first got this game back when they were in early access, and they were releasing these sort of like episodic like content drops. The full game, the actual game, now that it's fully released, is not in that manner, but it does kind of still retain some of those elements where it's like every episode does kind of like bring up something new that you have to pay attention to, whether it is the snuffle hugs or the storm or like the heat wave, or when you're getting deeper into the story, there's some more intensive moments of what you choose to censor and what you don't. And I thought that was just all very, very interesting. That apart from the core mechanics of you mixing the show, nothing really overstays its welcome.
Yeah.
Felt like Split Fiction almost, where you're like trying this new type of something, but it still works in a, forgive my pun, cohesive way. It was cool to see how it would come together. And like you're saying, as you get later on into the game too, you're just like, your head's in your hand and you're waiting for the game to kind of like loosen up on you. And it does. It stops with the other chaotic ones because there's enough like intensity going on in front of you you have to deal with. So it was cool to feel that like tension tug that they did all the way throughout it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alrighty. Well, yeah. So I can really, let's see. The only thing that I could really think of to touch on before we go deeper into kind of spoilers here is one of the kind of mix between cringe but also kind of fun were the song segments. Have you guys played any of those yet?
Yeah, the music video cutting. I still don't understand the multiplier mechanic. Even
like I
after
got on beat.
Yeah, you do it on the beat.
That's it. It's on beat.
You do it on the beat, but sometimes I feel like I was on beat and it would tank the multiplier. So
I think just for that first, what was it, the friendship one, whatever, like that was the only one I really got to do that with. But there's like the the point of it where it's like there's like 3 beats like in a row, and you're supposed to like, I don't know, it felt like you're supposed to cut between each one on the beat. But then, yeah, the multiplier is just dying. I'm like, this doesn't make sense to cut. I don't want to cut right now.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then you got to learn like not to catch yourself watching it, like actively watching it because you are the producer. So you're supposed to be like, oh shit, load up 2, go to 3. Instead, like you catch yourself like, what did he say? What is he talking about? Oh, that's wild. And then you start, come on, cut, randomly. Or if you're like me, press all 4 buttons together.
Right? Like just hit something will change. They'll be happier that way.
Yeah, no,
or the frequency starts going out and you go, oh no, what do I do here? I know it just told me, but what do I do?
Oh no, Pentafed, you have been forsaken.
Yeah, apparently I'm not.
The light of the heavens no longer
The
shines
light
on
is
you.
dim.
Not golden
Yeah.
anymore. I know.
Yeah,
The task switching elements of this game were so much fun. I love something where you're having to do like a divided attention, something to begin with. And this absolutely is that with having like you have your main point that we see here that's your screens and your basic controls, but then you also have like the window with the power and maybe something else, and then possibly something to your right, who knows, and then below you. And just the divided attention aspect that, like you said, God forbid you get you're really present in what's happening on camera, and the next thing you know, they're cursing and you're having to censor it, and oh God, cut the camera. Oh man, so much fun.
I'm so brain rotted. You said you had to look to the window, and I immediately went to the wall.
Window to the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
the
it's
whole
fun.
like switching the different like perspectives reminded me of like Five Nights at Freddy's, like of having like you have in front of you the door on your left, door on your right, and then your camera screen, and then having to switch between
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them.
yeah. I can do
Yeah,
that.
like yeah, like depending
You
on
know,
like which Five Nights at Freddy's game it is.
it's fun
Mm.
that you bring that up because I wouldn't have made that connection because I was never a Five Nights person, but I really like seeing the evolution of that concept into this because I don't really care too much about the Five Nights franchise, but I do appreciate its simplicity and like seeing that continue into this and into other games like any of the other like kind of management type of I don't know hyper specific like job focused things that you can even say like a lot of VR games like Job Simulator or what is the spy one like
I want you to die.
I want you to
Or
die
I
something
expect you
like
to
that,
die.
yeah. That's right, yeah. And it to me it feels like that. But on another note, did anybody else get into a flow state with this game?
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
absolutely like I think it was the like second or third episode where it was just like I finished it and I went, what happened? What happened? What did I just do? I was just like I was just in the zone. I was just, you know,
See,
everything was flowing. I was like, all right, I got this. I got this. I don't know what happened.
right? And then also the music too, just such good music, especially during the parts that we mentioned earlier that are more storybook, classic choose your own adventure. It looks like it's been coded in, an elevated twine type of format. And sometimes it's a singular one that's just a punctuated moment that you click and it moves you on to the next story part. Possibly you do a couple of those back to back, but every now and then they have those choices. And sometimes it was just so much fun, like stoner rock almost. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You get me so hype, and then you go in and I'd feel my hands naturally drifting more to the keyboard because I would use the mouse mostly for the camera selections. But once that flow
Mm.
state hit, like just actually doing everything with the 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, and like my hand never
Until you
even
have to
left the mouse
relocate.
wheel, and ooh, good.
Until you have to relocate to like, oh, guess what? Now you have to look out the window. You're like, ah, shit.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and on the kind of like I guess like you said, kind of storybook moments. For at the start, I didn't like how it was. It was kind of like a hard cut to like really engaging gameplay, and then you were just a wall of text that you had to read. But now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more and have had some time to think about it a bit more, it is very like it's nice because it is a natural kind of just come down from the stress
Mhm.
and the just you have to be locked in watching what is going on, knowing when to cut to different cameras, keeping an eye on the frequency monitor, being ready to censor everything, just having those kind of pause moments between those segments of where you just read and make a choice and was really a good decision as much as I did not like it when to start.
I know it reminds me of, you're playing like an extraction game or something and you have to have those cool down moments and you're like in menus or you're playing an RPG that naturally has these emotive moments that you're like, wow, I gotta walk away from that for a second. You have these push and pulls on your neurochemicals and being able to have those kind of calmer moments not only made me want to go into the next day really hard and just like play episode back to back, but helped me to process whatever I had just seen and go, oh yeah, I can go look up what I was not able to hear when I saw them arguing and what were they talking about. And
Yeah.
No, yeah.
oh
Yeah,
all the
that
different secrets.
Oh, the archive is so good. Like it's so much. Like I
creative.
every time I would finish a day, I'd be like scrambling, like, no, I don't want to continue at all. I need to go back. I need to watch all this.
yeah, the archive was really a great decision by the devs at all, because you can go back and you can rewind and fast forward and replay moments from every camera that you had access to. If you were like maybe you were seeing like the main anchor and one of the little assistants kind of whispering behind the scenes as you were doing an interview, like, what were they actually talking about? What were they? Give me the goss.
Protect Jenny with my life. That's all I know.
And I love also that it
Oh,
would
that's Jenny.
kind of not, I don't know if it's not like a self-record, but it would record how your broadcast did, and you could watch it back. And
Yeah.
it's the, I call it like the super hot thing, where super hot would play the level like at the end all full, like full time. And I love having that feeling of watching all the actions that I made, all the stuff that I did, and now I get to watch it back and be like, oh no, that was a terrible broadcast.
Or just see what you created in all of its unhinged
Yeah.
glory. It's really proud of some of my music videos, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Found my calling.
I just focus on Jeremy, that's it.
Oh yeah, always.
Let's talk about these actors. I mean, they did a pretty great job, and many
Megan is
at-
queen.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I'm not trying to be mean, but at all. But how is Jeremy the most watched person? Like he's got to be. He's a stand-in, right? Like who is he representing?
Oh, his inner, I don't know, something about his humor and his delivery was that perfect kind of like early Bill Hader, even into like the mockumentary kind of age. And it was just, or even like Mighty Boosh almost, if anyone ever watched that.
Yes,
Because
yeah,
I could
Shout out to the
feel,
Mighty Boosh.
almost. Yeah, I was gonna say almost New Zealand type
there he is, the
humor.
goat.
yeah. Yeah, if you're watching the B-roll, this is one of the funniest, one of the kind of funniest moments in the game, where Jeremy just while the camera's focused on someone else, he just goes and grabs a sandwich,
Mhm.
and right as he is about to dig in, it cuts back to him.
And Jeremy, just iconic pandemic. I have to do my entire life on camera now kind of moment.
Yo,
Here it
my
is. Oh
God,
yeah,
yeah,
that sandwich is
and such
perfect.
like
Yeah.
like a shout out to that age and just remembering like it's so it wasn't even that long ago, but it feels like it was a lifetime ago that we all went through lockdown.
It was a
yeah,
different lifetime. Totally.
And it's like and so like all the callbacks to it and just like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we were all, oh yeah, that sucked. Oh, and then people did, oh, and the cat compilations that people had. And then
yeah.
that poor CNN guy and his wife and daughter, like, and his kids coming in.
Oh yeah, the kid like the wife's like spread eagle in the room trying to grab both
Times it
children that are now
sucks.
there. Oh man. Oh, there's some really good moments where you're having to like make those choices you were saying earlier between, your headlines, but also which camera are you cutting between? And there's one that stands out where you're interviewing 3 different people remotely about, does our prison system work? Should it change? And at one point you're talking to someone who I think is like a head of the cohesive or police officers, and he's got a GEMP in the closet, and the
Oh
GEMP,
yeah.
and I'm so sorry if that's a spoiler, but oh my gosh, and you're just like, this is a callback to all of the pandemic, but also what's happening? Do I just keep the camera on it? Because I kind of want
Right?
to.
You're like, I mean, if I was a viewer,
green.
I would. What is this trash fire happening? I would have watched that.
Oh my gosh, I know.
and also to dive a little bit into the more political aspect, because this is a political game, even though the factions in the game are fictional. They do touch on some kind of real life analog topics, and to me at least, those types of people that'll always like that are always the people that have a GIMP in the closet behind the scenes.
Gotta balance it out somehow, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, without getting too political, uh
Oh,
every accusation is an admission.
Yeah,
Um
for sure.
yeah, and yeah, all of those God, I'm trying to remember all of like yeah, that Gimp in the Closet was such a crazy like that was definitely one of those like okay, the day's over, fuck this, go to the archive. I need what was happening there.
What was the conversation with his wife
Yeah.
that was filming it too?
Yeah.
His wife was like, "Hey, get in here and take care of David." It's like,
Mhm. You just know they're all homies and waiting for this
Mhm.
to be over. He's like in his underwear. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, when he stands up and he's got garters on.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I am curious
Also,
since we did bring up. Oh, excuse me.
you could.
Oh, since we did bring up the political aspect, I do want to touch on at some point, maybe not now, which way we all leaned towards like what you censored, what you didn't, whose pocket were you feeding into, things like that.
Yeah, we can
Uh,
definitely dive a
I'm
bit more
curious.
into the spoiler zone here.
I was playing it mostly straight through my playthrough, so just kind of just do my job, do this, not really, do what I'm told is kind of the first playthrough that I was doing. So that's kind of where I got stuck on, or not stuck on, but that's what the last that I was doing. So I was though super tempted every time I looked at the adverts to play the one that said, I don't think we should play this because content. But I
And
definitely played the Snuggle Fox ad, which then they were like, "Hey, we probably killed a bunch of people with that." And you're like, "Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my God, please
and
no.
that is something I definitely wanted to touch in as well because what I remember when I first played this back when it was early access, I did remember that being like a big thing. Like if you played the Snuggle Hug ad, the for context, there's a toy in the game where if you play an ad for it, a lot of kids will buy it, a lot of parents will buy it for their kids, and the toy is like incredibly defective, so it like spontaneously combusts in like a child's hand all over the country. So if you play that, I believe you can speak more onto this, Anthem Level. The station later down the line puts out a story like it says, "Hey, we're sorry, we shouldn't have played that ad. We fucked
yeah,
up." But
yeah." It's
I
like
didn't
literally
play
the
that
next
ad.
broadcast.
I didn't play that ad. That part never happened.
It's
Mhm,
crazy.
same. For the
Yeah,
most part,
just the
it was
way that
straight up.
they are able to fix things in there. Fix things in it. That sounds weird. Like everything feels in world, right? Like even
Hmm.
though weird adverts are in like feel like they're part of the world. They're not like just shoe in like random things, even though it's like off-brand Furby. Like it still
Yep, yep.
Furby with
feels
a wig. They're
yeah.
terrifying. It's awesome.
But it's like this makes sense here. Like,
Yeah, I would agree.
and I think it's such a like a triumph of what would you call it? Like I guess setting or game design to really like nail down. Nah, this is a weird like post 80s, like early 90s, like Eastern European almost type of government. I go back to
Mhm.
Fahrenheit
I think we were
451, like that.
Australian, which I'm
Yeah.
not sure
Okay.
why, but
New
that was what I
Zealand,
got.
maybe.
Yeah. I think especially too when they were talking about like territories and stuff, I mainly associate that with Canada. I am very uncultured. But I also just their accents kind of made me think
America.
it might be unsure. But I know dates because towards the end of the game, without saying too much, there's a point where I'm looking at ages of some people who died, and during the biggest like around Liberation Night, I think Liberation Night exactly was 1985. So we're in like an alternative 1980s, give or take, depending on how many years
Got it.
yours ran for. I kept thinking mine was going to cut early because I thought I was like making bad choices, but then it kept going, which was cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I thought I was fired after my first D, but then it was like, nope, it continues. Like, oh, okay,
Like, Mr. Bozeman likes me. Oh, is that a good thing? Oh, dear.
yeah,
yeah,
Am I a good guy? I have no clue.
yeah. So yeah. So just for all the viewers and listeners, we are fully into spoilers now. So continue past your with you on risk if you do intend to play this game as well. I would fully recommend it. As you can tell from the about 40 minutes we've been talking about it so far, we most of us at least did generally like this game. So if you need to mute or come back later, we will have time codes for when we are done spoiler talking and the video description below. But yeah, for my playthrough specifically, I also started out like Anthem Metal, going very kind of like narrow of the road, but then I decided I feel like I have to choose one way or the other if I'm going to get the good stuff, like the good like story beats. So then I started veering towards being pro advance, and that definitely was an interesting um
Oh, I love that.
interesting segment because later on in the game, advance pretty much nukes half the world.
Liberation
cool.
Night.
And they're like, we have nukes. We nuked like 5 cities. We have nukes buried in many more cities across the globe. And if you do not bow to us and we become like a global government, we will nuke the rest of the world. And so obviously that happens. And then at that point, I was like, oh no, I fucked up. I'm helping the bad guys.
I yet again somehow did what I did with Cyberpunk, which is I went full corpo and was like, oh, I'm in deep now. Yeah.
I just wanted to make the rich people pay their share.
Love that. Which they
Yeah.
do. Everyone gets
Yeah,
real
yeah.
broke.
I just thought it was very funny that I was like the first, like, oh, this is the platform we're operating on, and I was like, okay. And then there's the choice. One of the choices early on about like your brother-in-law like coming up. He's like, they took all my money. I need your passport. I need to borrow it. And my response was like, no, fuck off. Like, I don't
Really?
care about
Oh,
you.
dude, yeah.
You're a millionaire. I don't care. Yeah.
Gives you like 5
So-
outs, even after you're like, oh yeah, totally. Here, I'll go grab it right now. And then there again,
it
they
gives
just
you a lot.
have to.
Yeah,
I think the achievement that you get for that is something like, it's like, oh, what is it? I gotta find it.
I'm so curious because I
It's-
want to know if the same thing happens.
It's called Screw the 1%. Hell yeah.
Love it. No,
Thanks. No,
but sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm good. I'm done.
I was just saying it's like going back to how you can tell that they really the developers at Not Build really deeply cared about the story and the choices because I let my daughter go on her super expensive trip, and then when the nukes dropped, she died because
Rip.
I let her go out of the country.
San Pellegrino, which turns into Territory 15, in case you're wondering.
I told her no. So it's good to know that I saved her.
Oh my God, she's alive?
I don't know. It says don't pay for your daughter to go on holiday, and it said maybe next year, and I was like, surely that won't have any consequences.
Oh my God, I wonder if she lives in your timeline. That's so cool.
That's why I'm going to keep playing. I am very. That's what's so I think so ingenious about this is that there's so many little the like. I want to say like Disco Elysium has like a similar thing where so many things are affected and there's so many different ways to play that I'm genuinely just astounded at. What did we say? There's like 50 endings or something like that.
I believe there's
All right,
18.
18. Okay. Well, I was close. You know,
Pretty almost on the money.
but I just it's so cool and then having these kind of water cooler type discussions about yeah, what did you do? Who did you talk? Like, what choices do you make? And even with those like kind of story beat choices being a little bit more, I don't want to say ham-fisted, but it did feel like I did not expect that. It kind of, I don't want to say it took me out of the game at all, but I feel like that, like my kind of criticisms would be that they could have done that maybe a little better. But then again, my limited time on it, maybe it's done very well throughout the rest of it. But like those weird kind of interstitials of, oh, hey, you got a letter. Now answer a bunch of questions on the letter.
Oh, that was very hand-fisted, but I felt like that
Yeah.
was trying to kind of teach you what was going to come next. Is like, hey, this matters, because I know I said something about like, oh, I would
Yeah.
love a romantic getaway, and then like a year later or something, I get a chance to go on that getaway. And do I protect it by going into work when they call, or by going on the trip, or when they call me to go into work, do I bail on it? And so you even get another choice there, and it was cool to see
Yeah.
how that nested itself. But yeah.
I'm
I mean,
watching the
and-
B-roll and they're messing with the frequency wrong, and it's really triggering me.
Oh my God, that thing is so crazy.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's like
Oh, they might be
it
trying
does
to orange. Yeah.
it does start off with a little bit of a leading kind of like storytelling a bit that does link you to my expectation drop off, because it's like at the start, like right after election night and into when you get that like questionnaire, it's kind of like the 1-2 punch that you're like, okay, I know history. I know things like Fahrenheit 451 and like 1980, 1964 is the Orwell.
84.
Yeah,
Mhm.
84.
84.
Close enough.
And
Nailed it.
I know same since last. So as soon as I got that little questionnaire in, I was like, oh, this is profiling. They
Mhm.
want to know if you're going to toe the line or if you're going to be
Yeah.
trouble.
Ooh, and then the ID membership card thing, and like
Yeah.
I never signed up for it, and also I didn't have a passport, because I got rid of it. But there's an awkward questioning with a police, or sorry, excuse me, cohesive officer leaving the grocery store one night. And I was like, I thought I didn't have to get that. And then he gets like scary and like in your face. And you're like, this is so scary. And also, oh no, rip America. It kind of feels a little too close to
Yeah.
home right now.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
a little too close to home, but I do think they did
What a
very
crime.
well in kind of showing that like slow slide into like totalitarianism.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
The willful intent behind propaganda
Mhm.
and showing how, like, that it's all fabricated essentially.
Yeah,
Seeing parallels between this and, even though this is a game from 5 years ago now, I mean, the first episode, right? So seeing it from that far, what's it called, like the kind of lens that bring that out, and then have it all applied to now, and you go watch news broadcasts now, and you're like, oh no,
Mm.
yeah,
like
yeah,
how much liability is here, how much like culpability is here. What can we do? Like
It's
it
truly
is one of those,
yeah.
like, I again, it hits, it's Black Mirror. It's just far enough outside of regular, like what our current experience is, but it is so believable and so close to that experience. You're like, well, I could, the feasibility of this is there.
Mhm.
yeah.
The dystopia. Ooh.
Uh, um, I just wanted to touch on the ending I got very lately, because I know all of you haven't gotten that far. So the ending I got is so I started with advanced. I switched to start to help disrupt after the nuke drops, but then at the end you learn both of them are kind of screwed up, all kind of trying to do some fucked up things. So I ended up kind of towing the line in such a way that in the ending I got, there is now like a third party has taken over control of the government, and like both of them are like facing trials and stuff for everything they had done.
That's so cool.
Oh,
There is
actual
a good
justice.
timeline. Kind of. I'm in the dark one.
Hopefully,
It's-
we're in that one.
I know, right? For real. With my ending, it was again, yeah, just like a very too close to home. I played it very close to advance. I did enough disrupt stuff on the air or just being bad at censoring stuff. Honestly, I did a lot of my grades were in the D's and E's. Very proudly. My editing was very poor, according to the guys, but I loved it. I thought it was tasteful. But with that, it was interesting to kind of see what happened if you did kind of go very straight and narrow. And I kind of just was on the advanced side where I was like, if I have to pick two evils, I'm not getting enough of a good pull from Disrupt. And also, I don't like what they're doing to my son. I don't like how he's acting. So this feels a little bit weird. And there's a moment where a bomb goes off and you have the camera on the scene where this happens and you get to the prime minister or not. And there's other things you get to see. And I just really like Julia. Like there's so many individual characters. Like I don't like Advance, but I liked Julia, who is the like main face other than her. I don't know what Peter's job was, to be honest. There's another man that she worked with.
Isn't he?
I thought she was. Maybe
because I thought he was the prime minister, like figurehead prime minister of that, and she was like the PR manager for him. Like,
I believe they are both
ran as
prime
a
minister.
duo. Okay.
Yeah,
because they're like both the head of Advance kind of a thing. Either way, there was this moment where you
Still
just get
feels
to
like he's the Peter
and
was the
it's-
patsy, like meant to be
yeah.
the figurehead, and but she was like the actual. Always, I mean, again,
100%.
limited time playing, but every limited time, her bit just being exasperated at the drunken antics of Peter.
God, he was so much fun.
Yeah.
Easily one of my favorite nights was the I think it was called The Tempest, which love that naming. There's such good writing and such good like narrative design throughout this. But The Tempest, there's an electric storm, and not only are you having to deal with a cool like, oh, some of my buttons can't work, and there's these beautiful like shiny electric wires that are kind of going off, but then it also turns into he's getting shocked because he has a voice pack, like a mic pack on his crotch, and it's getting dripped on from the ceiling because of the thunderstorm. And so you're having to like censor him, and then they're like trying to take his pants off, and then he's like pantsless, and he's also just like cursing up a storm. And I also don't know all these curse words. Like I forget that bollocks is a curse word. Like, oh no, I didn't mean to miss that.
Yeah.
Like wanker, oh god, that's a curse word. Like, excuse my language right now. Oh no. Stress in this game.
Yeah, you better be bleeping all of these, Jacob. We're gonna have some words.
Neon Pocket Dimension does not believe in censorship. Okay, I have spoken.
Hey, that's what we said on our show too.
Good response. Good response.
I still don't believe that Jeremy is the most watched cable news program. Feels manufactured to me.
I mean, have you seen his hair? Man has hair.
He looks like somebody from he looks like a freshman in high school who is really trying to like show that he's more of an adult now.
He truly has anyone seen Video Game High School on YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the blonde guy who's also just a really great actor and still up to those antics, but he almost reminds me of the bad guy in Video Game High
the
School.
Law?
Yes, he almost kind of reminds me of the Law in a way. Like just again, that humor, that delivery is nuts. He's totally the most watched. Also, maybe it's because Megan is a babe. And I would
I did really like, at least in my playthrough, the also kind of slow behind the scenes that you got to see of Megan becoming a little bit more of like, I'm the fucking big britches. You got to take care of me. I'm the host. I think that was kind of fun seeing her like star power slowly get to her.
her arc of being the like on-site reporter to co-host to main
Mhm.
host, like yeah, it's and you can it's yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there we go.
God, yeah, the actual goat.
And like seeing you made me lose my train of thought there.
Seeing Megan's progression, how she goes from being like an on the beat host
Oh,
to being
and conversely seeing Jeremy's like slow, like
Yeah.
he's all frustration, of course, about shit not going right, but like it slowly is getting to him, and then it's just to the point where like lockdown, he just doesn't care, and it's just like,
Mhm.
all right, fuck it, I'm at home, I'm gonna make a sandwich.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
We've been there. We've all been there.
God,
I
that
did.
reminds me. Here's a quick aside and just a quick cultural touchstone. Did y'all ever see I think it was I don't know if it's a TikTok, it was a short. A woman was in virtual court and started making a PB&J. And the judge was like, "What are you doing? Stop that!" It was
I do remember
fantastic.
hearing about that. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not a
Oh,
cat, Judge. Yeah, that one.
stop it. Oh yeah, she was like, I've got to make lunch. Like, you needed me to be here. I've also got to do my life. And it's like, honestly, you're not wrong. Like, but also, oh my God. The
There's a
audacity.
time and a place, so that's not either.
But that's the
I
beauty
just,
of people.
I have a t-shirt on. I'm properly dressed, she said.
yeah.
I am clothed.
No, there was also another fun moment that I got in my playthrough that I want to touch on real quick is the on the beat kind of reported dude.
Patrick?
Not was it?
Is it Patrick? Patrick Bannon?
Yes, Patrick Bannon. And I thought it was so honestly fucked up, but also kind of in a funny way. It's at one point in my playthrough, he like speaks out against Advance, and then it just like full cuts to the host, and then next time you see Patrick Bannon on the screen, it is not Patrick Bannon. It's just like some woman with blonde hair who's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm Patrick Bannon. We're just gonna continue." It's just like I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so dark."
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just disappeared him.
Co-host with Robin and Megan, and it's the three of them are basically the View, and that's like the end of my dystopian world. Is the women are running the world now, and they're trying to fix it. It's wild.
They're good.
Yeah.
She still goes by Patrick, though. In case you're wondering. Phenomenal.
What do you mean? That is Patrick.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. I'm so sorry.
Like some
I
sort
don't know.
of synthesizer.
Someone's been talking to you. There's only Patrick. It's only been Patrick.
That's always been Patrick.
Oh my god.
Quick, someone get her.
Someone who works at Cohesive.
Cut to commercial.
Oh my gosh, the times you
Oh.
forget to watch the commercial because you're just in it and you're like, oh right, that's my there it goes. And that's
Yeah.
you go. Oops.
Oh man, I want to say it was we were finishing, like it was the end of the broadcast, and I forgot that you had to do an advert at the end of the broadcast. So it just stayed on there for a while. It's like, what's going on? And then you like start to panic because you can't remember what you're supposed to do. Start pressing buttons, and then you're like, oh that's right, it's this one.
Right.
Hey, Snuffle Hugs again.
Snapple Hugs is like ejecting your adverts. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To tell you. Oh, the heart attack stress inducing, which I love some of the just again that kind of humor that you see in the loading screens. They'll have little blurbs at the bottom, and one of them is like, play hardcore if you want a heart attack. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. I think I'm good. Another one was like Jeff is the worst. I was just like, yeah, Jeff is the worst. The Mr. Bear song guy.
The
Jeff
the one that just said you can avoid loading screens by inventing a time machine. I was like, okay, that's great.
That's fun. Yeah.
All the humor. Fortescue is the name of a dog at some point. A woman's vagina's name is Mr. Barrington. It's like
Having to
little
like
things.
keep a straight face, like as those actors having to read off names, like was it like Leonard Bumblesnatch or something like that?
Yeah.
Where you're just like
Yeah.
The people
Benedict
that
Cumberbatch? What?
yeah, and then the people that got stuck in like Dante's Taint or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there
It's
is
like,
Ingrid
Oh.
Vogan Flogan or whatever.
I was so
and you're
happy
like,
there was a baby in
is that
mine.
a curse word? Like, am I supposed to censor that?
Oh, the taint, yeah. But no, taint's
Yeah.
fine apparently.
No, no, it's fine.
Oh man. The Hmm. Panda, what
Yeah, I
was
just
the hardest thing that you found about the game, if I can ask a one-off question?
The hardest thing, just
Most troubling or problematic, I mean.
I'm trying to think of like because it was kind of like the trying to time the censoring, like because it says like do it when it's in the red, but then I'm like, well, do I want to start before they begin or after? But also like sometimes like cutting through the cameras, I'm like, there's not really like a good shot for me. It's just either there's no reaction, there's no expression, or like it's just empty. And I'm just like, oh, do you want to see an empty chair? I guess I can show you an empty chair. But like it,
yeah.
most of it was just like timing of things and like I have OCDs. I was trying to like be like precise with a lot of things.
Mhm.
Um, and also in the playthrough I was doing, I j- I I'm here. I'm trying to keep my job. I will censor everything. We are going to play straight and narrow. I got a mouth to feed, and this family of mine, I'm about to see if I could just cut them loose and just live on my own because they were
Oh, wow.
like,
Yeah, are you also selling a kidney level of wealth or something? Oh my gosh, I was so broke.
I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah. All of my
I just know like when my child was like, "Hey, what about Christmas?" I'm like, "Listen, money's a little tight.
Yeah, like, I
We
don't know.
can't we can't we can't have a good Christmas. You have a bed."
Grandma's in the pantry, baby. I don't think we can send you to Europe.
Yeah, just like
Glad they put her in the pantry, it was insane.
yeah. But yeah, mainly for me, it was just the timing and like wanting it to be perfect. And then if I didn't feel like it was perfect enough, I'm like, you know what? No one's gonna notice if I just Alt F4 and just start over real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, the replay
Yeah.
timing is brutal. Like, some of the autosaves weren't too bad, but if you messed up right before you were going to commercial or right as you were, you have to do that 15 minutes or more back again, and
Yeah.
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 Heatwave made me
But
quit one night. It's like, I can't do it a third time. I'll do it tomorrow or the next day.
yeah,
There's
Yeah,
no way.
that
especially if you're so locked in, right? Yeah, like it because it demands so much of your attention. Like there is no way you can have like a second screen on this. Like I tried like have a Twitch stream up, as I'm playing it, and my
Oh,
attention was like not on that second screen like at all. Like there's no way to do this without giving it your I don't want to say 100%, but you got to give it its
totally.
due. Like it demands that of you. And then um never mind, that train just left. Like straight up steam out my ears. It's gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or like you'll be like in the flow state and you're getting in groove. You're like, all right, I'm doing good. And then the moment you realize you're in a flow state and you cut out of it and you're like, oh wait, hold on, what am I supposed to be doing? Where
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
where
like
Oh,
a
like
side
that's
note
Yeah.
about it,
that's what I
like,
was gonna say. Is like it. You
where is
that 100% attention is exhausting. Like you get done
Yeah.
with an episode. At least for me, I get done with an episode and I'm like, like I actually felt like that was work. And I'm like, why did that feel so? Why was that so like? Of course, I'm entertained and I'm scrambling to the archives or the rushes, to see everything I missed. But man, that was you know just fumbling everything, trying to frequencies going off, and then oh shit, this has all been on the thing too long. Like, oh yeah, count 10 seconds between things. I'm like, I'm not staring at that timer.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
That has
yeah,
to be a
I
vibe,
just
like, when you get it, oof, that
yeah, I
temperature.
would just if it feels right, I'll switch to another camera. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Mhm.
like when I was done with a day after like scrambling, I'm just like, I need a cigarette after this. Like, it is too.
Right?
Did anybody else also play with like a hot bevy? Because it was like, okay, I'm gonna set up at my desk, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, and like I felt like I was in the studio, and it was really, it was
I
very
drink
meta.
beer,
That works. I'll count it.
Yep.
I just sat in the
which
dark and
might have
cold.
led, which like last night might have led to me, scrambling and being like, I don't remember WASD. I gotta look out the. No, wait, I gotta load. No, I'm pressing 4.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man.
like for myself, I played my own entire playthrough on stream on my personal channel, twitch.tv Spider 666. So that kind of helped like keep like a level of disconnect between it all because I was like looking at chat and whatnot. So that
Mhm.
it really helped like prevent it from like feeling too much like a job. So that is
Oh, that's so funny. I don't know, I loved it because I'm currently not at a job. I'm doing like a work from home thing while my partner's a travel nurse. And most recently was working at a escape room as one of the people who's like manning the TVs and is a clue giver and will like help coach you through the room and stuff like that.
fun.
If needed, but I also can just be completely silent and let you play it on hard mode and stuff like that. And the aspect of having to switch between like cameras and then I can hear the phone going off in the lobby and oh gosh, there's somebody who wants to book a game and what do I do? What do I do? And it felt so real and I miss it. So there was definitely a sicko part of me that was like, this is giving me like a hit of something that I haven't had before it. So I'm curious about it, not feeling like a job when you were doing it with your Twitch chat. I know the job part was fun for me.
That like I want to say like anybody that has ever run any type of like podcasting or streaming or content creation or what have you, this feels this hits pretty close because of the like little bit of broadcast and producing elements that you have to do, right? And I mean it's not as much as like that you're on a delay and have to censor, but it is like okay, I'm gonna OBS letting you have different scenes, right? And it's like cut between the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good time to cut between this, or to go to break, or to kick it to an ad, or whatever. And it's feels so. Yeah, we see you, Jacob. We see you. Uh,
It's me. I'm doing it. I'm on the ones and
yeah,
twos.
on the ones and twos. Um, and I just think that like having that kind of for me particularly, that I've been doing that a long time. You probably speak to the same spider. And just feeling that type of uh I don't know, like I don't want to say camaraderie, but you just there's a little bit to it that you're like, okay, I kind of got the gist of this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now I just got to put a big ass timer above my TV.
Mm.
Alrighty.
I will
If you
say,
guys,
I'm gonna drop some crazy lore.
Oh, yes, please.
In my brief moment of college, I did film and television production, so I have worked with the
Whoa.
machine that will let you cut through the different feeds and stuff.
that's fun.
That's so fun. Did you like that job?
Okay.
But it was just a class. It
Oh,
was okay.
Okay.
cool.
Did you like the class?
Nice.
Uh,
Okay.
you know,
That's it true enough, I think. That's it true enough.
Just enough. It was a wonderful experience. Let's cut to camera 3 now, guys.
I also ran the camera.
Oh, no. No way. Grip. That's so
Now
fun.
the opulent pasta with the weather.
It's going to be raining nuclear bombs. Wow,
It's raining sideways.
can't get over how dark this game was in a cool way. Like realistically dark, but like accessible at the same time.
It's one of my favorite things in media is even if it is ridiculous, if it's earnest, right? Like we give Kojima a pass for being absolutely insane because he's so earnest about it, and like he's so passionate about like his vision. we don't let that give that same type of pass for other type of creators. And everybody can tell. Like gamers can tell when something is done without that sense of
I believe in this.
Creativity.
like believability. Yeah. Um, it just it has so much the potential to be stale and for it not to be as bold as it is. But like what's crazy is I think Jacob posted it earlier that Immortality came out 7 months after this. What an insane like grouping of FMV games, like back to back with that and this and other ones that came out in that time too. I'm trying to think of um
This is my
there was
first
the
FMV game, so that was
There's
my
Her Story. There's Late Shift is also a good
Yeah.
one.
okay.
Late Shift. That's what I was trying to think of.
I've heard of that. Okay. Yeah, my partner said
I
this
mean,
was
Her
also
Story is
like a
made by
throwback to old games.
Immortality people, so that makes sense.
I wonder if it
Yeah.
was just because so this game was made during probably like what 2020, 2021 and then
So yeah.
something of that nature. It's
I
fascinating.
I believe from just going off of memory here, I believe it came into early access in like 2019 and
Oh,
then
oh
was
wow.
releasing stuff
Yeah.
throughout the pandemic. So
That's so
like because I believe I distinctly remember the lockdown episode came out during lockdown.
yeah, like they wrote it because it was something they were going through and it's like a way they processed it.
Yeah.
I love that. I've been trying to actually like look for games that were kind of born out of that to use as a hinge point for looking at like games in the last decade. And it's interesting because you have things like Tiny Tina's Wonderland, for instance, that was all those homies at Gearbox were like, man, we're stuck in here. And like, I miss being able to like play D&D with you guys. So like, let's just write a version of Borderlands that's D&D. And then that's how we got that game. And it's
Mhm.
so fascinating to see what a group of people can do when they're not only put into such very specific situations, but
Mhm.
I don't know, just like what creativity can be born out of necessity. Because they needed to make a story, just like these people clearly had so much voice and commentary to bring through.
And
Yeah.
going back to what I said earlier is like even though you can clearly see at times like oh that guy is clearly standing in front of a green screen of just
Yeah.
an ordinary street, they just play it so earnestly that you don't really even note it.
So
It
true.
also speaks to like that. I don't know how to convey it to especially younger audiences, but that's how broadcasts were. Like newsrooms were like a lot of the time on just a like beige background or like a solid color wall. They didn't
Yeah.
have fancy graphics. Not everything was, at the NBC nightly desk or whatever. Your local news, it felt so akin to those old things. Like maybe just me as a millennial feeling that and being like, oh crap, this feels like youth, you know,
Yeah.
really spoke to that kind of like well, I sit there, I'm like, I can smell that room. Like, I know what that room smells like
Mm.
because they did such a good job of like, you go back and watch some of the good old, like some of the old, there's tons of like archive broadcasts on YouTube, but you watch some of the old shows that were like focused around the newsroom and stuff. And it's so, yeah, this is just what it used to look like.
Mm. That wood coloring. It was cool too
Ah,
to see like the way the booth would upgrade throughout the game. It was bizarre earlier because we were showing like some of the B footage, and it was seeing that old wood machine and like the broken VCR and like the story that the VCR goes through. And by the end of my playthrough, where they're doing the thing that looks almost like the View, kind of because they've rebranded the news like 3 different times, and now it's like the Nightly, I think is what we were calling it. And
mhm.
our system was so fancy because we had done so well for the government that they paid for like a whole new booth and all this stuff, and it was so sterile and so strange in the end of that, but
It's so real. Like when you look at,
also like, yeah, it would be
I
better.
don't, God, it's hard not to draw the parallels to current
Mhm.
politics.
Mhm.
of 2026, early 20. Let's date ourselves. It is currently March 9th, 2026. So, trying to get like seeing the parallels of what news programs became like. Did any of y'all watch the morning show when you were younger?
Totally. Good Morning America was like
Yeah.
always on before school. My grandmother would have the ABC News on for while she was like cooking dinner, kind of a thing. So there was just like always on in the background usually.
Yeah, and you see it with like the progression of what happened. Like you see that occur in here as well, just over a shorter period of time. But man, it's such a fascinating. How do I describe it? Like it's just a fascinating like propaganda emulator.
Mhm. So
And
true.
yeah, and you say over a short period of time, that was one thing that the game like continually surprised me over is how frequent and how long the time jumps are.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there are a couple times where like something huge does happen, but all of a sudden, oh no, we are time jumping like a year.
Yeah, my last day, because I wrote down like every day that I did and like the choices and stuff. There was oh my God, I can't. Day 2602, I think was my last day.
You know,
It had been 7 years since the election for that one. But that was for the playthrough that was like complete because there were a couple where like just curious, what happens if you go like really hard towards disrupt like from the very beginning. And I don't know, it was cool to see what some of those changes were like. But I wanted to have one playthrough that I like got to the end, and that was the last day for there. I bet it feels good as a game dev to have use that sort of like narrative branching kind of style to keep everything together. I'm curious if all the days are the same numbers or if based off of choices you saw different ones, like instead of 371 you saw 372 or something like that.
well,
It's cool that they did that.
I'd be so interested to see their flowchart.
Yeah.
Like
I bet.
anytime a game shows off like, oh, your choices matter, there's all these different endings or whatever, we get the like kind of what is the oh, when it came to Telltale games, it was like the illusion of choice, right? It's like, no, you're obviously going to end up with one of these two endings,
Like
but it's the
eventually.
journey on how you get there. But like this one, I distinctly feel like so much of it is the choose your own adventure is more like you're choosing an adventure, don't know what you're gonna find out.
Yeah, I
Yeah, for
I I believe when I went through and looked through the wiki after I did my playthrough for one of like the fully background characters, like never, I don't think ever came on the show. All of the choices we got in were like related to like ads and which headlines I chose. There was like I want to say like 20 options for how the story ends up at the end of the game, just
oh
for that one
cool.
background character, just from like ads and like the headlines.
Yeah, because like I chose Crazy Neil, for instance, as like who I was feeding into, and there was one of them that I just got like the ick from watching one ad, so I never played any of theirs ever again. But in my on like it was either the finale day or the one that was before it, you get to see like, and we have a conclusion to some of our stories we've been following, and so it was cool to see how those tied up, and now to know that there's just a number of ways that they can end their storylines. Like I'm guessing maybe the people that were trapped in the taint didn't always have a baby in the end.
Yeah,
So
and like there's some headlines listed on the wiki, like you choose this headline day to get this result. Like I don't think I ever even saw that headline or even saw that
Right,
story.
right.
love that.
Yeah. Oh, there was like thanks for the wiki on what a flowchart is.
Yeah.
Um, no, yeah, just the my brain just left. My brain keeps wanting me to bring up a so I tried like my second day playing. I was like, oh, it has controller support. Let me try to play on controller.
Oh.
I go in and nothing is mapped to the gamepad. I don't know if I just don't have it set up
Oh no.
correctly, but it was like,
Okay.
oh, I am not spending time doing this.
Yeah. Oh
And then
gosh.
again, it's like, what would I even use? Like, I guess the joystick I could use for the cameras, but
trying to think about like how
Anyways,
the mouse wheel would work because I tried it with a touchpad the first night that I ever booted it up. I was just like, I had been on my bed or like my day bed the entire day, and so it's like, oh, let's just like see what the game's like. I don't really know, and trying to do the what is it? Not the frequency, but the interference. Trying to do the interference, like the wavy line control, without a mouse wheel and like with only touching was psychotic. So I can only imagine what it would be on a controller. I don't know how you would remap that. That's wild.
all I
Mm.
can, I mean, because they have like other games similar where it's just like it snaps to the marker. So like use the
Oh, Spirit
way that
Fairy.
I would think it is like use the D-pad to snap to it, and then you just hold it, and then like up does one thing, down does another, or whatever. But go away, leave me alone. I do play games on my computer, and you keep spelling my name wrong. There's no K in my name. Yeah, there you go. I do. Where do you think I played this game at? This game ain't on it. I just like controller better. Makes my hands feel good.
That's
Not
fair.
cry.
Yeah,
Great
but
job.
on the
I
on
hate
on
you
the
so
ending again, I believe there was I want to say like for like the main core endings, I want to say there were like maybe I want to say there were probably like 12 like main core endings that entirely was about like um did you align with disrupt, did you align with advanced, did you be kind of middle of pack, but also like but there was like this very interesting matrix, like not just that but also that on top of did this person live or did this person live or did this person get like
Yeah.
exiled or whatever. It's truly insane the number of different endings that this game has, especially for such a short game with
Yeah.
clocking it over
Did
about like 8.5
That's
hours.
the way to do it, like
did
give
any
me
of
something
y'all
I can do feasibly multiple
did any
times.
of y'all jump into the DLC?
No,
I did
I'm
not.
saving that for after
No.
this.
I bought the pack of it. I just didn't get around to it. So yeah, no, I will. This is definitely one that I'm going to come back to go
Oh, Chambermaid.
to jump around through. And I think it's funny too. And I mean, say what you want about Steam achievements, but I took a glance at them. I was like, oh, I wonder how many achievements in here. 95. 95 achievements.
How many did you get so far in your 6
Uh,
hours?
I got 7.
7?
Let's see.
So it's
For
not a lot,
me,
Cool. That's
let's see. For me, with my full playthrough, I have 20 achievements.
Wow.
That seems
Okay.
about right.
Like, see how many times you could like easily do, 3 or 4 playthroughs and just get completely different achievements, probably, which is crazy.
Yep.
So, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying, according to how long to beat for like a full 100% playthrough, it's about like 40.5 hours.
Because I guess yeah, that makes sense.
So like just to give you an example, one of the achievements I got, I was aligned with the advance agenda, which I know I can kind of recall what that decision was, but then it's like, hey, did you I'm pretty sure that these are all binary achievements as well, of selecting one thing to go one way or the other. So it's kind of a fun thing. I like to look at that, especially with these kind of choice-based games. Whenever you look at the achievement list, is like, okay, this is how many paths that there probably are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the trusted symbol.
And that's
Quality.
the one thing that I wouldn't say that I dislike about this game, but just a lot of choice-based games can really do better at this, and I can see how it's like a lot difficult for this game because of how entwined the choices are into like the active gameplay. Is I wish there was that I could like specifically jump to making that choice so I can go explore the other way instead of having to play through like the whole entire day or through the whole entire story leading up to that moment.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that replay aspect is brutal, whether it's by force or by choice. Like, it's a good amount to have to get through. That was partially what even pushed me back to finishing a playthrough. It was like, oh, this is almost like too much. Like, it needs to just be one at a time for me, which usually I'm a person who has like 2 or 3 different versions of a game going at once kind of a thing because of wanting to see the poke around the narrative design pathways of it all.
Yeah, Jacob
yeah.
on the 1 and 2 brought up the how long to complete it. So going
Mhm.
through a completionist, full completionist run is on average 43.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, man. Also, just can we talk about how much fun they must have had filming this? Like,
Right?
so crazy. They did 40 something hours of footage, which that means with a full playthrough is about 43 hours. I'm guessing maybe 2/3 to a half of it is static. So you always see some of it. Like
Mm.
the part before a headline is chosen is the same. And then there's the headline diversion before we go back to the next thing. So I'm sure there's, of course, some that's consistent. And of course, our musical numbers. Oh, man. Look
It's
at
like
they were crazy.
I think it was I feel bad that I keep bringing it up, but Immortality, right? That they
Touch
just straight up made 3 movies and then cut them up and put those into the game, and then have their weird
Yeah.
overarching nonsense narrative. It's very just the quality of all of that, like just using that in a new way, because people like me will remember back in the day, like Tim Curry in Command and Conquer, like
Mm,
there's that was what we had. There were no CG cutscenes. It had to be FMV
Mhm.
running at like 120 p
that's
on
so
your
Space.
PS1, or
recorded on a flip phone kind of a thing, because at best, that was probably the camera quality. That's
yeah.
wild. I don't have any memory of games like that. That's so crazy.
Oh man. Oh, Phasmagoria. Let's see. Night Trap. Those were all like,
I
Yeah.
keep
And
copy footage that's like on next
yeah,
to it.
and
yeah.
and I did look at this up because just a couple hours ago before recording here because I
You
was
but
curious
poor. I
because
feel that.
uh
Mhm.
because I was curious because I did know that this game like games like Euphoria or not Euphoria Immortality came out after this game, so I was curious if someone else did take that Guinness World Record most
Oh, yeah.
FMB, and no, this game still holds
So
it
that's so cool. I love that.
as of recording at March 9th, 2026.
Oh, man. Well, this was a wonderful segment that we were just seeing. Oh, wow, I've never seen this.
This one, yeah, this one was so
The
good.
bloopers.
There's so much footage I haven't seen. I cannot wait to do, like, a
No,
completely different
like
playthrough at
that
some
whole
point.
segment with the kid, like the recovering kid from the snuffle attack, and the
Oh,
reporter is just so disinterested. Is so good.
hilarious.
It's like, and what do you think about the political environment or unrest? And you're like, he's 7.
Mm,
And then the dad hurts himself. It's great.
unreal.
So yeah.
Alrighty. Does anybody have anything else they want to say, or should we go on to picking our next game?
Um,
I'm gonna definitely play more of this. I feel bad that I didn't play as much just because I got overwhelmed with other, regular life crap. But I
Yeah.
can't wait to get back to this. Again, like you talk about these things that are happening, I can see where I already see the narrative where it might lead, but then when the last one of the last episodes I played, which was the Snuffle Hugs popping up, and I was like, this is a wrench.
oh,
Like I
man.
wasn't expecting this, and as well as the oh, I didn't realize it was going to be a lockdown. That's crazy. Oh, this is great. So I just can't wait to see where else that leads. And with all the, I think all the DLC was on sale recently, so I got all of them. So it's like, well, I better play all this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how it plays out. I guess my final thing is just I want to shout out again, like some of the writing in this, specifically in like writing and acting in tandem. They knew who they were working with. It's just so clear. And I don't know if we did like so many rehearsals or what exactly, but we talk about that earnest nature that came through. And there's like a Megan moment that really hit home where I was like, I officially ride or die for this character. Whatever she needs to happen to keep the world going, that's how I make my choices. And so like she just felt so real to me. And same thing with in my timeline, her foster daughter, Stacy, there's a point after a really excellent boy band performance where her 15-year-old daughter gives a speech about why we do like this world, why we are glad that this all happened, and it is worth it that you rich people don't have money anymore and people like me cannot be in foster homes. And it's I didn't cry. I don't think I was in that kind of mental state because if anything, just the stress of the game. But holy crap, like some of the messages in this game were so on point, so poignant, and I would recommend anyone like try to power through because I was wildly uncomfortable when I first started this game. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna go in and have played like 3 hours and been like, sorry, I couldn't do it. And then pushing through was absolutely worth it for me at least.
You bring up a good point that I don't know if we addressed, but it's what I love about all of the skits and all the writing is that it's very subtle. It's not like they had very much the easy option to go with like the straight up evil, the cartoonishly evil
Mm.
or cartoonishly good. Like they had the option to do that, but instead they chose a path that is morally ambiguous to a point
Mhm.
until it starts getting uncomfortable and makes you be like, I don't know if I want to side with these people anymore. They were saying some good stuff. It's just such a good representation of like
Never
the
know.
of politics, essentially. Like,
Yeah.
the double speak that politicians do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. And I did really, really like that as well because it is very realistic for most of the time. We live in a crazy fucking world right now, and there is definitely is a very cartoonishly evil political party in
Yeah.
our world right now. But the fact that they did have this very nuanced take on it was very very interesting and refreshing.
Mhm. Agreed. With that spoiler-free zone, and we talk about a new game? Question mark?
Yeah, I believe Anthro Metal. I believe it is. You're up for to pick
Ooh.
the game for the month.
Oh man, I need a coin to flip. Um,
Well,
I have a guitar pick. That'll do. Ah, shit! I rubbed off the logo. It doesn't work. It's just green.
just green or green.
Um, yeah. Hang on, I'll find something. You know what?
Maybe that just means that
weird.
it's one right choice.
Uh,
Flipping $1.
Uh-huh.
no, it's a Spectrum like card that I got in the mail. They send you
Okay.
stuff that you're like,
Okay,
hey,
here,
switch
how
to
about
us.
We'll rock,
Oh.
paper, scissors for it. Just a 1v1, really fast.
Okay.
I'm option
Oh,
B,
1, 2, 3,
you're
shoot.
option A. Does that feel good?
Okay. Ready?
We're gonna do 1, 2,
Okay.
3, shoot.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Rock, paper,
1,
scissors.
2.
Oh.
Oh no, you do it.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I have a dice if you guys want to just have it roll a dice.
Just roll the dice. Just roll the
Yes.
dice.
Okay.
Now it looks like we might read each other's minds.
10 and up is option A. 10 and below is option B. If it's a D20.
Yeah, I was like, what die are we rolling though?
I got any dice. I got all the dice.
Why do I say that?
D20.
I have this. I have my super cool TikTok revolver dice.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
that's bonkers. Okay.
All right, there you
There
go.
we go.
And got some even odds.
The problem is I can't tell if this is a 5 or a 19. It's a 5. Okay, so what was that option B?
Under 10 was
Okay.
option.
What? Hey, screw it.
I
We're
rolled
doing
a
A.
13.
We're doing A. We're doing slay the princess.
Oh, that's been on my list for a long time. Very cool. I've already got it
Yeah, I
downloaded.
originally had that game. A friend of mine who used to work at Twitch and now works, I think she does independent consulting, just randomly tweeted about it one day. And she's always been big into video game or into indie games. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then like a day after that, everyone was talking about it. And I was like, oh, this is a game I need to pay attention to. So it's been on my list since.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That
I've
is-
been wanting to play Slay the Princess as well as the game before that, Scarlet Hollow.
I think that's a
Those
game after
both-
that, isn't it?
I thought
I don't know how Black Tabby did it, because I've seen both recommended to me. So
Okay.
Let me see.
Anyway.
Go ahead and talk while I figure out which came first.
You remember, I can't remember if it was a year, it must have been 2 years ago. Steam had one of their many different showcase type of things, and the devs were doing a deep dive into Slay the Princess because it was like a couple months after it had been launched, so they were getting like a main page highlight, and just the joy that everyone had when they were playing that game. It just looked like so much fun, and the art style being what it is, which I believe, I don't know if the entirety of it is, but you have that like black and white, very like sketch-like, hand-drawn nature. I believe the entire game's art is hand-drawn. I could be wrong. Ooh, just
And
it's gonna take us into
very
a
unnerving.
yeah.
Yeah, the
So
the
yeah, no,
GOG page.
Scarlet Hollow is apparently still in early access.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yes. Scarlet Hollow is before Slay the Princess, but yes, it was in early access after. Before
That's
Slay.
weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird because like Scarlet Hollow, like the episode 5, I just saw that like the trailer was going in the background, and it was like from the creators of Slay the Princess. I'm like, but this came out before what?
That's so funny. Out of curiosity, what was option B?
1,000 Times Resist.
Oh God, sick.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe-
Because I want to play
halfway
the
through
sad game
that.
robot simulator.
Yeah, maybe you can pick it for your next time around in about like
We'll see.
4 months or
Unless
so.
somebody else picks it first. I feel
Yeah,
like
maybe.
are we going to be doing a lot of story-based
Might.
games here?
Being able to kind of like talk about the Chinese diaspora and what it is with the game, I think I'd like to be able to do some like actual history research before we do 1,000 Times. So I'm glad we're going to jump in with Slay the Princess. That's much more in my like fairy tale and folklore wheelhouse.
I see the GOG page says it is a horror game, so that will be fun for the resident coward here.
Oh, do you get spooked?
Oh, spooks are the best though, especially ones that get into skin. Mm.
Oh, oh no, the things that I picture when you say that. Good Lord. Oh, went through like The Matrix and the Saw movies.
Listen, if you guys want some good spooky games, I recommend Cooking Companion, and then there's a game after that. Without giving too much. It's like Doki Doki Literature Club, where you don't
Oh,
expect it to
Lord.
be one thing, but it's something else. But
I love that.
Subversion.
but the it's not as wild as Doki Doki, but like the
European folklore.
the in front of you is, hey, you're in a cabin with other people and there's wacky talking vegetables.
like
Alrighty.
like the feelings you get with playing Inscription. You're like, something's wrong here.
Oh man, I still can't beat the first level of Inscription. I'm such a baby with that game. One day. Ooh, yeah, always down for
Okay.
Rex. Wait, does anyone else have a recommendation you want to throw out? Because I definitely need to look up Cooking Companions, but just want to cover that if anyone's got a game they've
I
Have you
been
heard of a hit
Frog
game called
Crack
indie game
Convention.
called Destiny 2?
Oh, shut up.
I am fully logged in on Predecessor for my multiplayer, so I cannot do another one right now.
Yeah, I'm I don't even know what I'm in right now. What have I been playing? Overwatch. Back to Overwatch.
Nice. Is it treating
Overwatch
you
is a good time.
It's such a good time. It's so good. It is so back. Like it is. I don't know how else to say it. It's just
well?
like they feel it feels like it's back. What was I getting back? Oh, I was I played through Planet Alana 1. I forgot
Oh.
that 2 just came out last Friday.
Yeah.
So that was also one of the options I had. But yeah, Planet
How
Alana is
how long was your Planet of Lana playthrough? Because I want to do the first one before I play the second, but
the
man, I wanna play
original one. Let's see.
so many games. So many games.
So many games.
Too
Oh,
many
I-
games.
some might say.
Embarrassment of riches.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. Damn you, Xbox.
You have in a game.
Why do you have a confusing thing?
Forever
Hey,
the
Jacob, pull up how long to beat for Planet Alana.
Shut up, you. I got it.
Roger that.
Progress. All right.
What-
6 hours.
6 hours. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
roughly 6 hours for the first
Beats
for that playthrough. There's no diverging things. There's just a bunch of secrets and stuff to get into afterwards. It very much reminds me of like, hey, what if Limbo wasn't a horrifying black and white landscape, and
Love
what if
that.
it was just bright and colorful?
Spiritfarer.
And that's
Yeah.
all it is. It is very much that exact same type of gameplay.
Time to beat Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster. What?
Yeah, completionist 82 hours.
Wait a minute.
Cool. Noted.
That's not what we asked, but thank you, Jacob.
Close enough. You know, close enough. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks, God. You somehow always make mistakes when you're trying to do something
Still no
else.
reverb. Just saying.
Still no reverb.
I turned the reverb
Alrighty.
off.
That's
You
fair.
never turned it on.
Outside of, yeah, you never turned it on. Didn't even ever hear it.
That makes me sad. It didn't work.
But
I've
cool.
also been
All right.
trying to take more time to like go back and complete games. So like I finally finished the last DLC
Yeah.
of Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Cool.
like a week
Okay.
ago. So
Hold on, what about now?
Jesus Christ, what is that? Why do you sound like you're in a toilet?
Yeah, a little more of the toilet.
Oh.
Definitely toilet.
I thought it sounded like the whole time.
Oh no, now
I'm
it's
about
kind
to-
of like Bruce Almighty God, where you're like in the big room with the filing cabinet. Not Morgan Freeman. I'm sorry. You don't sound like Morgan Freeman, but you sound like you're in a big room. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I would give my soul to sound like Morgan Freeman. Let's be honest.
I do not
I mean,
sound
yeah.
like Morgan Freeman. That is 100% true.
Just speaking the facts over
Yeah.
here. All right. So next game, Slay the Princess. Do we have a time to beat on average for that one? Jacob, Almighty Jacob.
I mean, let's not inflate his head too much.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I am not a god,
Jacob.
just a simple human. I
Uh,
believe
I
it's
don't wanna slay
17
the
and a half
princess.
hours for completionist, but to beat 5.5, roughly.
For sure.
for
Cool.
the main story, it says about 3 hours.
Sweet. All right. So somewhere between 3 and 20, depending on what you how crazy you want to get. Also, Panda, did you say something? I saw your box light up.
Oh, I said, what if I don't want to slay the princess though?
Oh,
I mean, you know,
There's
Right.
options for
Now.
that. You got to play the game.
options for everything.
Oh my God. Sorry, I just saw Steam has a Slay the Princess and 1,000 Times Resist bundle.
Oh, I
And it's on
mean,
sale.
Game apparently
Really?
listens to the show.
ask and you shall receive. When do we want to try and have Slay the Princess slayed by?
I would say the first
We're
the
doing
second
first
Monday
or
of
second
the
Monday,
month
right?
is probably a good, just kind of like stable.
Second Monday of the month. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be April 13th, I believe.
Ooh,
is
right before my
When we'd
birthday.
be. Was that?
Right before my birthday.
All right.
It's exciting.
8 months
Well, we'll have a
before my
full party.
birthday.
Well, we're
Okay.
party hats.
I'll bring cake. Cool.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, that was our first episode of Save Point Society. Thank you for hanging out with us. I've been your host, Golden Spider 666, aka Dan. This has been Anthem Metal. Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, just follow me on Twitch and Blue Sky. That's the 2 main places, but you can follow me. Basically, just my best claim to fame is just Google my name, and you'll find me.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Jacob.
And below me again is Opulent Pasta.
I don't have anything to plug. I'm just going to be in the chat harassing you. See you soon.
Alrighty. I mean, that's probably the healthiest option, let's be honest. And then down in the purple box is Panda Finn. You have anything to plug, my friend?
I follow on Twitch. I do games sometimes when I can. I also have a wrestling show that I do whenever I can. And I'm on everything. If you Google my name, you'll either find me or you'll find Panda Inn, which is it is a Chinese restaurant in Southern
Yeah.
California.
I mean,
Okay.
both
Been
good
to a Panda
choices.
Inn.
Both good choices.
One of the two. I'm sorry, did you say you have a wrestling show? Really fast. What kind of wrestling show are we talking? Are you in the mask or?
No,
Obviously follows,
WWE 2K games. I make characters
Okay.
based on people, and then I have the AI run it. I know AI is terrible, but I use it to play games because I don't know how to
Oh,
play the
no,
game at all.
That's
My
so
favorite. Sorry, quick aside before we're out of here. Best thing to do, like growing up, was to make your created characters and then put them in a King of the Ring tournament and just say expert difficulty go and just watch what happens.
Love
And you eat
that.
popcorn. You bet on it, and yeah.
Very good.
Sorry,
A
that's it.
lot of fun times.
Danhausen.
I will say, because I just recorded an episode recently, there were Danhausen. He's grown on me, getting cursed. But someone
Thanks.
in Neon Pocket Dimension may or may not have won a championship belt in the game.
Mm.
Okay. So go ahead and check that out. Probably not Jacob. Jacob can't do anything right. So I doubt he won that.
Oh, God's quiet. That's spooky. I think that means we might. Do we need to wrap it up? God's bad.
Alrighty. Yeah. Again, yeah, this has been Neon Pocket Dimension. This has been the Save Point Society. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.